All right, so let's make these links work. All right, so let's go to, let me close all these components except header. Close all. I've already saved it, just some space, I guess. Okay, so we have handle click. So what should happen when any of these items are clicked? We need to update the state, right? So let's go quickly have a look at the docs. So you can see here in the state by default they have mail, which is the one of the menu item here. You can see that's the default one, and then whenever others are clicked, that will be populated in the state. You can see handle click, the set state, the current in the state with the event key. All right, so let's do that. So by default we can also give the value of home, and we can change this to home. Okay, so that way home will be there always active by default. You can see that. Okay, now on click, when any of these items are clicked, we get the event, click event. We can even console log if you're curious, event dot key. That's what the documentation says, right? So let's give it a try. Let me open the console. All right, so here if I click home, you can see we get the key, that's home. On register, on option 1 we get the settings 1, and on this one we get setting 2. Right, so that's the name of the key here. We can always change this. All right, so that's how it works. Now instead of console log, let's just update the state. So set current, we give the event key. All right, so with this you can now click, and you can see this stays active. You can see stays active. All right, beautiful. Now to get rid of this warning, you can see, so this is a new feature in React. They have added this strict mode. Let's go to index.js. So they have added this strict mode, but so many packages, npm packages, does not support this one yet. So this is basically for styling issues. So find DOM node is depicted in strict mode. So to get rid of this annoying warning, because we can't do much about this one because it depends on the package authors. So hopefully they will update in the future, but for the moment we can just comment this out. Let's add comma here. Okay, so let's not worry about strict mode. Let's just continue as usual. All right, nice and clear. Now we want to make them clickable, right? So let's go here. So here in the header, let's import React Router DOM. And actually before we do that, let me quickly show you about the icons. Right, so nDesign comes with these icons. They're really cool. You can give them a try. They're a bit hard to find in the documentation, unfortunately. All right, so you have to search for icon. Click here. All right, so if you expect to see some icon examples or anything like that, it's nothing here. So that's a bit confusing, but you can always click here, view the icon, and here you get a whole lot of icons to choose from. Okay, so we have different kinds. We have brands and logos. They have application icons. They have all these different icons. All right, so maybe we can even try some new ones. For example, home, instead of having this mail icon, let's go down here, brand and logos, application icon. Maybe this one looks better, app store, I outlined. Okay, so you click here, it gets copied, come back here, and let's use that instead. So here in the menu, I can use, instead of mail outline, okay, instead of that, you just use app store outline. Okay, so that means we have to import that. In fact, it is already there. Okay, that's great. If not, make sure to add it here. Okay, you can see the icon has been changed. And register, let me change this register, let me change this to, this going to be used as user dashboard. So let's say username for now. We will come back to it later. We need to dynamically populate the user. Whoever has logged in, we will show their name, and when they hover over, we will show the option to go to the dashboard or log out, something like that. Okay, so let's leave it like so. Now let's create two more menu item here. Copy, paste once, paste twice. Okay, so this one we can use for login, and the next one we can use for register. So we may also want to pick different icons for login and register, right? So come here for login. I have a nice font I have chosen before, that is user outlined. All these icons you can find in the docs as well. So user outlined, and then for register I will use user add outlined. Okay, now let's use that here. For login, user outlined, and for register, user which one I import, let me have a look, user add outlined. All right, so we got home, login, register, and we have the sub menu. Let's have a look. All right, that looks good. Of course we need to change the key, otherwise you can see all of them looks selected. All right, because all of them have the set current, the same name. So let's change this from home to login, and this one register. Okay, home, login, register, and we will use this as a dashboard later. Now maybe we want to put them at the end in the right side, right? So let's use that, and to do that we can use Bootstrap class name, because we have already added the link for Bootstrap material, right? So it's going to be really easy to add the Bootstrap class names. So here in these menu items I can simply use class name float right, and that will push this to the right end. Okay, so here login and register. Now for this to work, you have to put this before login. To make the float right work, just put the register first and then login. Right, now you can see here we have the login and register here, push to the right, and we have these navigations. Beautiful. Now one more thing we can do here, you can see we have a lot of repetition, menu.item, menu.item everywhere. So instead of accessing with dot like so, what if we could just use item? That would be much easier, right? So we can do that by destructuring. So let's do that. And in the next lesson probably we're going to add React Router DOM to make them clickable, and when they click they will take us to login and register. Right, so in this lecture let's finish this before we do anything. Let's destructure from menu the item, const item we want to destructure from menu. In fact we already have here, right? So let's get rid of that. We have already destructured sub menu. Let's also do menu. Sorry, not menu, item. All right, now we have destructured. We can simply get rid of the repetition from everywhere. Let's get rid of that and just keep item. It's a nice and easy to read. Let's go to right. Okay, much better. let's have a look. You can see everything is perfect. All right, so this lecture has been quite long. Let's add the React router navigation links to these nav items in the next lecture.